What's up guys, Taylor with Big Red Lawns. I'm about to show you what I have set up for this year for plowing. This is my first year of plowing commercially. Obviously it's not the latest and greatest setup, but it's going to work, and hopefully it'll give you guys some ideas. So stay tuned and let's jump right into it. I want to take you through my 2020/21 plow season setup that I have. First year plowing commercially for myself. It's a 2017 Tundra that you guys saw on my landscape setup. It's a 5.7. I do have a lift level in there. This was purely to be able to run the plow without scraping the plow frame off the ground. I have a older 7.6 Super Trip Edge Boss plow. I bought this used off of Facebook Marketplace from a gentleman who's moving out west. Really cool guy. He bought it used too, I believe, from New York. So we were kind of just going over some things that neither of us really knew about plows that he learned. And he was wicked helpful. He delivered it to me here and everything. But got it all hooked up. Does need some TLC, that's for sure. But we'll get that done. I'm going to put a new cutting edge on it this year. I got to get one. Got to do fluid, get that all changed out. And then the pins that are in here, if anyone knows Boss plows, I guess they get bent up pretty good. But as it sits right now, it does function the way I need it to. I have already been out with it once this year. And I will tell you one thing, if you're looking at getting one of these, look into getting updated headlights or putting like an LED bar or something maybe in the center, because these headlights are terrible. I'm going to play around with it a little bit, maybe put some LED bulbs or something in there for the low beams. The high beams seem to be okay, but the low beams I can't see, 5 feet in front of me. Like I said, it's got a lift level in it. It's purely for functionality. I'm also running snow tires. These are, let's see, Cooper Discover Snows, Snow Claws. They are 10-ply tires. I ran 10-ply highway treads this summer, pulling my trailer and everything, and I really liked it. The fact that they didn't wear down all that much was a huge deciding factor for me. These tires are technically a little bit smaller. Don't really know why I wanted the bigger ones, but I work at Toyota. The parts guys apparently were wrong on tire size, but either way, they'll work great. They were not cheap because they are 10 plies, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't want them to wear down too quick because I'm going to be running probably about 500 pounds of sand in the back of the truck. The reason I'm only doing 500 with a 700-pound plow is because I'm going to have a couple bags of salt. I also have a buyer's push salter that I bought online that I forgot to bring with me today, so hopefully you guys will get to see that when I start using it. But it's getting colder, snow's coming, so I want to get this out there so you guys could kind of see what I'm doing, maybe give you some ideas on what you guys are going to use. More on the truck here. On my back rack I put these lights here. These are 3100 lumen, raw lumen auxiliary lights off of strobesandmore.com, and I'll put a link for those down in the description, so you guys can go take a look at these. These things are awesome. I did plow with this once already. I turned these lights on, and I had the neighbor across the street come out and ask me to turn them off because it was waking them up. And it was a pretty long driveway too, so these pretty much turn the sun on. It's awesome. I really like it. I know the neighbors don't like it, but honestly at 3 o'clock in the morning I'm gonna want to be able to see instead of get stuck. I also have my strobe light is a Abrams, I think it's like Owl Eye or something like that. It's a little one. It's just literally magnet right to this. I didn't put a bracket on it because I didn't want to go much higher. I kind of like that low profile look. It's more for behind me anyway, so people can see me. These are wired to the switch for the cargo lights, so I can turn those on and off with that. The Abrams light is just wired through the back window. I will at some point get this done better. I've already gone to wash my truck, accidentally opened the window and then pressure washed the truck and realized that I was spraying inside the truck, so that wasn't all that great, but it's all dried out and I'll get that fixed at some point, but it works for now. I also come around back here underneath. I have these little these are also from Strobes and More. It's the same series as the big one there. These are little 900 lumen. They look really bright, but they're more of just a marker, so when I'm backing up I can see what I'm doing. That's really it for the truck. I got my plow mirrors on it. I will tell you one thing that I made a mistake about this year. On my previous vehicle, I had, I think it was 35% tint on it, and then I decided, well, you know what, I'm gonna go a little bit darker and do 20. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can't see a damn thing through those. So I don't know if it's the tint the guy used or what, but you go on the inside and you can't see a damn thing at night. So that'll be all ripped off at some point when I can get around to it and put 35 on. Right now I just roll the windows down and freeze my butt off plowing. But let's get into some more of my equipment here. I went on to, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really windy here, so I apologize. I went on to Facebook Marketplace and I saw this Toro Snow Commander on there. They wanted like 200 bucks for it, and I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to have one, something small that I could lift up in and out of the truck. Then it was marked down to 150. I asked the wife if I could have permission to go get it, because, you know, happy wife, happy life. Went out to meet these guys. Their cousin was a gentleman in the fire service that I know pretty well, so that worked out. They had just put new paddles on it a couple of years ago at most, I think they said. It had been sitting in their garage for a couple of years and didn't use it. When I went to pick it up, it didn't run. And they said, well, I'm not gonna sell it to you because it doesn't run, so it's yours if you want it. I brought it home, it started right up, had a guy go through it. It does great. This thing fires right up every time. It'll be a great little snow blower. It's a little bit bigger than I originally thought it was, so that part kind of sucks because it is a little heavy, but I can get it into the truck, so that's all that matters. So I'll be using that probably on a couple of duplexes on the sidewalks and stuff. That'll be a big help this year. So that'll be in the bed with the salt and the sander, the push sander. My shovel, I just went to Lowe's and picked up a cheap one. Was gonna buy a nice one on like Amazon or something, but this is, I don't know, True Temper. It's got a metal cutting edge on it for when it's icy up here. You know, if I break it, I'm out, I think, 10 bucks. So not too concerned about that. Coming over here, we'll block some of this off so you can't see where I am, but right there, made in the USA. So these are, I don't know if you guys can see here, these are bright orange stakes. They're 48-inch. They come from Plow-right, and they come with this, I guess, applicator tool is the best way to put it. It's a spike on the bottom there. These are essentially bright orange straws that slide up in this, and you just drive it right into the ground and take it out, and the stake's in the ground. I chose to buy these over getting the fiberglass whips, just because these I can actually run over and they'll pop right back up because they're just plastic, which is awesome because I have run over a couple here in the driveway I'm in because my placement wasn't all that great. But yeah, I got 48-inch, so I could see them when I'm backing up too, but they're just low enough that they don't hit my mirrors, which is pretty important. Don't get stakes that are going to bounce off your mirrors, or you're going to get really irritated really quickly. But yeah, Plow-right, I think I bought a box of 200. Obviously you can see I have at least half left. I'm still signing some customers for plowing, and I'm sure I will kind of into the winter because people like to procrastinate. But yeah, they came out to like 48 cents a piece. They're pretty, you know, they're real light. They come with a carrying bag that I chose not to get. Sorry, Plow-right guys. But yeah, I mean, I can bend this right over and it's not going to snap like the fiberglass ones will, so, and they will straighten right back out. So I've been pretty impressed with those. They're light. The wind blows, they tend to blow out a little bit too, but You know, it is what it is. But I've been very impressed with those. Like I said, they're made in the USA, which is kind of a big thing for me. You know, keep the money in our country so we can keep moving forward as a country. But anyway, we won't get into politics. Kind of kit of stuff I keep in the truck. I've got some ratchet straps in case the plow goes out and I need to strap it up to get it to the dealer. Jumper cables, of course. I don't think I've pulled them out of the box since I've owned these. A strap. I might get some chains too. I've never been a huge fan of chains because if they chains snap, they make a huge mess and break stuff, where these ropes will just snap and call it a day. Plus these are a lot cheaper. But toe straps in case you get stuck, and of course extra Boss fluid. I also have another half gallon or half quart of this that I keep in the truck as well. I do have to do a change on it this year. I still got to do the fluid change. Kind of procrastinating, unfortunately, but that's how life goes. But yeah, this is my 2020 plow setup and everything I'm using. If there's anything I could be doing differently, or you guys have suggestions on the lights there, if there's a good LED bulb that I can put in those. I don't want to convert them to the LED lights because a set of the LED lights is like $700 to $800 online, and then I have to have them put in, where I have, I think, $1,300 into this whole plow setup. You know, push plates, plow, and the harness all in one. So I'd rather not do that, but maybe I'll put an LED bulb in it, or maybe get some more of those 3100 lumen lights and put them on the front and just turn them on when no one's around me. But that is my setup for the year. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's real quick. I apologize. I'm just trying to use as much sunlight as I can, what's left here. The sun is going down, obviously, pretty quickly these days. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have anything else, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Help grow the channel. And I'll hopefully have a bunch of plowing footage for you guys come snowfall. I can't say come winter because it's freaking cold, man. But I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.